Set 4 of the day. Set 4 of NA versus EU. Can the Athenian Sages turn the tides in game number 1? We'll find out with the casters.
Yeah, we'll see if the Athenian Sages can be North America's last hope, or are the Hex Mambo going to make this a clean EU sweep for day number 1? New things that we don't see very often. Pipe axe piece for Nehu in the mid lane. We saw this sometimes with solo lane Guardians. Privative will use the ulti immune out. Now Jangaru instead ulti minion throws it in, gets the explosion on top of Spadio, and a jump in. Privative gonna strike first blood for the Athenian Sages.
To really fight over it. Because what we've seen from North American teams especially, as Jangaru goes in, misses the Cobra's kiss and has to dash away, but Johnny goes straight in.
Double stun by him. Landfall, not gonna pull anything as Privative used his ultimate for the immunity. Does find the pull on the Hawk to yank him back through, and now Jangaru goes in. Ultimate from Hawk, just to give himself some safety, but a dunk in by Snatty. A turn and burn to the mid laner is just enough as Snatty picks up the first kill of the fight. And the Athenian Sages will back away with their victory.
I was going to say, that's exactly what's going to happen if they fight
this
over
one. It is back and forth in this jungle.
They needed to make a commit there because now, look, they've just done some of the hard work for the Athenian Sages. Down half health on the Gold Fury already. Probably down to 20. Sages take it away.
Sages get up and out. Privative is low, trying to run through, but Julio is chasing him down, up onto the Cavalry, and down goes the tree. A stun under Ranjaru in the backline will force him out, and Jangaru losing out on the 1v1 against Johnny. Run as fast as you can, little Sirket, because Johnny is here. And it's 2 kills now for Hex Mambo as they turn this fight right back around. Ranjaru pulled back in and nowhere to go. It's 3 for Mambo.
EU supremacy, we are here to stay. And when it pushes into this tier 2, that's where you're going to see the engage come out from either Kha'Zix, Julio, or Hawk. Those 3 just look out for, but it's looking to be Privative going on the AH first.
Kha'Zix in danger, can't even swing away, just barely gets away, but he dies to the poison of Jangaru. 1 kill now for the Sages. Nehu ult just off the mark. The Titan still swinging away at the tower, while the Sages try and repel Hex Mambo. Mambo have not given up just yet. Tier 2 tower will be at the bare
minimum. Has been started, it is the enhanced version. So this is something that the Athenian Sages definitely do not want to give over for free.
Johnny versus Jangaru. Jump away by Jangaru with Privative standing by. Maybe he has to give it the fight, but Jangaru split himself away from the team. This could be a death on the Sirket. Quick dash out, but now Johnny is here. Stun on top. Hex Mambo take the 1-for-1 trade because now Johnny is gone. It's both junglers out, but Privative is low. And Spudio's going to make sure to deal the final auto. Hex Mambo come up with 2. Snatty, though, trying to fight back through. His Hawk makes it 3. Snatty in the middle of 4. That's going to be 4. Hex Mambo come up big in the fight.
Oh, and they're not looking for the fire shine here. They're looking to try and end. They're going for this tier 2 tower on the right-hand side, push straight into the Phoenix. It's all Nehu up, and I don't think Ra has a snowball's chance of stopping this one. Julio and the rest of Hex Mambo pushing in off the back of Johnny's engage on Jangaru.
Phoenix down to half, just Nehu. No ultimate just yet, but one of the faster cooldowns in the game to come back through. Spudio gets tagged, and the Titan has been started up. Nehu throws out the snipe, but only his Kha'Zix. Nehu stunned out by Kha'Zix, beads immediately away and forced under the fountain in one fell swoop. The Hex Mambo have taken game number 1, and North America loses out in this first one.
Contingent, we'll just have to see if they can make it work.
Gore, the question is, does EU clean sweep day number 1? Does NA at least get us to game 3? We'll find out in game 2.
Yeah, we'll see if North America, specifically the Athenian Sages, can find a single game win at least for North America to start out day number 1 of the Masters event. It's J-Mac Alpha Jack secure his own with just the double tap of the hammer. Maybe eat minion just a slight bit off cooldown and didn't expect the damage. Could be seeing a brawl though as 3 of the Athenian Sages have rotated over. Mid laner on the way, Snatty up in the sky. Julio being chased out. Used the ult to get away, but he's going to get ult right back in by the Palau. Jangaru strikes first blood for the Athenian Sage, and now Johnny is trying to pick it a fight, and he's winning this fight. Goes in with the ultimate, gets a lot of damage on Jangaru, and the Snatty. Jangaru walks back, and it's a 1-for-1 trade, but now Nehu rolling as fast as he can, but it's Hawk doing all the damage. The golden apple's not enough damage. It's 2 for Mambo.
Privative, one more thing should do it, and he picks it up with the ultimate, but Privative on low himself. The Sunder comes out, but Snatty's still around the corner, and that's going to cause the retreat from Kha'Zix and Johnny. This ADC's having the time of their life just being
on the left side of the map. Double ultimates from the Sages to keep things going. It's action on all fronts. Now a dive in by Johnny. One more swipe, not enough. Jangaru able to get away just in time. No blood shed on the right side of the map, but darn near close as the Athenian Sages both to force.
Oh, whoa!
Johnny! He blinks through the tower, picks up the kill, and now Snatty is stuck between a rock and a hard place.
No,
And
what
that's
have you
Johnny
done?
and Julio, a push through the tower, a couple more swipes, and it's a double for Johnny.
He throws the hammer, consigned in defeat, knows what's coming for him, and he falls down. There's another 2 kills picked up. The Stygian beacon is opening up soon. Nehu was forced to go back for the Stygian beacon. Beats a force down. He has to dash away yet again.
Bluestone, not quite enough. He actually
Minions,
hit the
minions.
buff. The buff is chasing Jankaru all the way to the Phoenix. He's able to get away just by the help of the movement speed, but Primitive wishes that he had that level of speed to get away. Hex, Mambo are just rolling through the map.
I think the SAGES have no answer for it as well.
Especially the only Warriors looking to continue their undefeated streak. But maybe there could be a team to try and stop that here at Masters. Snatty, you got 4 chasing you out. One of them is Julio. Kozik's even so far back to try and hold this through. Nowhere to go. Can't get to the sky in time. And 07's in the chat as Hex Mambo gets up their 6th kill.
And goodbye, my friend. Snatty not cleared for takeoff there, but demolition jobs have been taking place.
Johnny's staring him down. He's laughing at him. He doesn't care
Primitive.
what the Sages do. He could probably take all 4 if he wants to. Under tower goes Jankaru. Johnny used the ultimate. He wants the fight. He might just go down, jumps away, gets the beads as well, and pull off the mark. Johnny has been able to sustain the fight against the Sages and might even just go back for another, because look at the rest of the team. The cavalry is arriving. Hex Mambo have arrived on the scene as Johnny takes down 1, defends against 4. Rencharu barely makes it back to base, but now it's Jankaru on the run. Spuddy's going to chase him out. Finds the slow through, dashes in as well. Jankaru teleports over the buff, but look who's awaiting him. It's Julio on the tier. A Lawbringer over the wall to chase out Jankaru, only saved by Snatty and squad.
He was so close to getting his blink off. It's about
Tier 2
2
tower
seconds.
falls down. No runic bombs in pocket for Mambo, so it's going to take all of their extra effort. Ultimate by Kozix, pulls back Rencharu, but it's Kozix out of position, forced to go away. Spuddio takes down Rencharu, dunked in by Snatty to the back line, and he will take out 1, but he can barely get back to the port as Johnny knocks him down. It's now 2 up for Hex Mambo, and Johnny continuing his search back, but the Phoenix is targeting him out. He's able to take it down before it drops him as Hawk charges forward. Nehu's gone, Primitive gone. It is 4 down for the Sages, but Hex Mambo, are they healthy enough for the Titan? The answer to that seems to be no.
Too many towers up for them to really be looking at this Titan at this point, but they could
go down against their opposition. 2 towers left up, tier 1 and tier 2 on right. Hex Mambo will make a beeline over towards that side of the map, take those towers, at least tier 1 swiftly, and with Oni minions charging in alongside them, Oni fire minions in mid, and Johnny in the jungle. No one can stand up to this Bakasura. Without fighting even for a fire giant inside up for at least a couple of minutes. Oh, hey, the Titan has shown up, only to be stopped at his own base. Johnny jukes out 2 of the chains. 3rd one's not enough. Jankaru tries to get away, has the beads from Julio, who's putting out so much damage. Lawbringer in, finds the stun, and the dive in by Johnny to find the basics. 7 in a row for the Bakasura. Hex Mambo are unstoppable in this matchup. North America cannot stand up to the might of Johnny, to the might of Hex Mambo. Hawk finds another. Johnny's going to make it a double, and no one can stop this EU team. They will go undefeated here in day number 1. The Titan down to a quarter, but the Athenian Sages with a goose egg in the win column. It's all Hex Mambo.
It is 6-0.